Welcome into CBS Sports HQ. We are following breaking news, and this is video of what led to it. Left fielder for the Chicago White Sox, Eloy Jimenez, going to miss the next 5 to 6 seasons because what happened there is that he ruptured his left pectoral tendon. General manager of the White Sox, Rick Hahn, confirming that news. Of course, you could see he could barely move his arm after that play. It happened during Wednesday's Cactus League loss to the A's. Was trying to bring back in a home run. Did not happen. Jimenez was second on the team this past season with 14 home runs, 41 RBIs, helping the White Sox make their first postseason appearance in 12 years. So again, out for the next 5 to 6 months. A very big hit for him. Let's bring in our Frank Stampfl to talk about this. So this is just a big hit for them. Frank, talk to us about what it means for the White Sox and where they go from here without him.
Yeah, this is definitely a big hit for the White Sox. As you mentioned, someone who posted an .891 OPS last year for the team, Eloy Jimenez that is, and was expected to be a big power contributor this season as well. As you see in the footage there, not really a great fielder. There's been conversations whether or not he should play left field or he should be the designated hitter for the team, but they've stuck with it. They wanted him to be in the field, and ultimately this is the result that we wind up with. Where do they go from here? As of now, it seems like their starting left fielder is going to be Leury Garcia, who's been on the team for a few years now. Journeyman, utility kind of guy. He could play all around the field, doesn't really move the needle much. Okay defender, but not really gonna contribute much offensively. They have been linked to Yasiel Puig in the offseason, and maybe there's a fit there, but that's just speculation at this point. The name to pay attention to for both the White Sox and for fantasy baseball purposes is Andrew Vaughn, because apparently Rick Hahn just brought up Andrew Vaughn's name as a possibility of playing left field, which I'd never even heard that possibility before. I mean, this is a guy who, former first-round pick from a few years ago, he plays first base, was expected to maybe even start the season as a designated hitter for the Chicago White Sox. Now they're talking about him potentially playing left field as well. So I don't know how much experience he has there, but Andrew Vaughn is a big bat and definitely could be a contributor for fantasy baseball.
All right, since you mentioned fantasy, let's go into that. What does this mean for Jimenez and his stock there? I mean, out for the next 5 to 6 months. And then for Vaughn, what are you doing? What are you telling people right now?
Yeah, for Eloy Jimenez, I just updated my rankings and I dropped him all the way down to outfielder 71. He's outside my top 250 picks, moved him all the way down to 284th overall. He's expected to miss 5 to 6 months, so maybe we see him in August, September, and even then, an injury like this, usually to the pec, to the shoulder area, this is something that could sap baseball players of their power, and that's exactly what Eloy Jimenez is known for. So I'm really not looking to stash him unless you have maybe 3, 4, 5 IL spots. Unlimited IL spots, sure, but I'm really not expecting him to contribute until maybe August at the earliest. Andrew Vaughn, this is massive news because he's been climbing up draft boards for fantasy baseball purposes the past month or so, because there's been more and more speculation that he was going to break camp with the team and be on the opening day roster, either as the DH, first baseman, have him and Jose Abreu mix and match there. But a really big bat here, strong hit tool for Andrew Vaughn, has a lot of pop. And I think it makes even more sense for him to make the roster now that Eloy Jimenez is out, because they need to replace some of that power production that they're losing. So I would be okay taking Andrew Vaughn inside my top 150 picks, maybe inside even the top 120. I know this is a bullish comparison, but I'm getting Pete Alonso type vibes. Not that Andrew Vaughn's going to hit 50 plus home runs in his rookie season, but can we get 270 plus batting average and 30 plus home runs? I think that's doable in the middle of a really good White Sox lineup. So Andrew Vaughn is rapidly climbing up draft boards, and Eloy Jimenez, maybe you take him with your last round pick and just stash him on the IL.
You say Pete Alonso vibes. I know a lot of ears perked up when they heard that. Let's talk about the White Sox as the whole. Made the postseason for the first time in 12 years, according to our partners at William Hill. As of right now, tied for the 3rd best odds to win the World Series. If you're a White Sox fan, I mean, what are you thinking about their upcoming season, the postseason, and then, of course, possibly the World Series?
I love the White Sox, and we haven't done our season predictions yet on fantasy baseball today, but I actually had them as my World Series pick to come out of the American League. I'm not sure that they're going to be able to defeat the Dodgers, but I love what the White Sox have done and how aggressive they've been with their prospects in years past. Eloy Jimenez, they brought him up a couple of years ago, very early in the season. Luis Robert is an up-and-coming player as well. Now Andrew Vaughn is in that same mix. They have a great hitter already there in Jose Abreu coming off his American League MVP. And I like the rotation too. They trade for Lance Lynn in the offseason. He joins a rotation that already has Lucas Giolito and Dallas Keuchel. They have some upside on the back end of that rotation with Dylan Cease as well. Carlos Rodon has looked really good in the spring. And they also made additions to their bullpen. They bring in Liam Hendricks, who's been maybe the best reliever in baseball over the past 2 seasons. So you look at all facets of the game, offensive, pitching, bullpen. I think that they have everything that you need. Obviously, this is a huge hit with Eloy Jimenez. You lose some of that pop, but if Andrew Vaughn can come up early in the season and, do what we expect him to do, then maybe it's not as much of a loss as we were expecting. So, I still really do like the White Sox here in the American League Central and in the American League in general.
Still bullish on him despite the injury. A name to keep an eye on, Andrew Vaughn. Frank, thanks so much for joining us for this breaking news here on HQ. You can hear more from our entire crew. Of course, you heard him mention the stock that this is going to take in fantasy baseball today. I should say to Eloy Jimenez, make sure to download and subscribe.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.